I hear we have a new moon and some new starts coming with it.
We do. We have the new moon on Thursday in the sign of Libra. Even though we're almost to the end of Libra, it's still the new moon. And new moons always mean new starts, that you've finished up old projects, time to clear the decks for new action. So for everyone, they want to know, where can I expect those new starts at? Well, for Libra, they can expect that in their personal life, in their intimate one-to-one relationships, in advancing their wants and their needs. Libras are very polite as a rule. They won't say, I, me, do this for me. But they need to with this new moon, because otherwise we'll kind of pass them by. And they won't get their wants and needs met. So it's an important time for them to say, when somebody says, hey, what do you want? You go, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, and be articulate about it. For Scorpios, it's time to take a step back. Jupiter has just entered their sign, so it's a brand new 12-year cycle for them. But they want to make sure that they take the time over the next 30 days or so for them to get rid of behaviors that are counterproductive, that have perhaps lost their usefulness in their life. And with this new start, they don't want to do the same thing they've done over and over and over again. So they really want to put some thought into, what is it that I want and how am I going to achieve this? And what can I do differently to have a better outcome than I did the last time? For Sagittarians, it's in the 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives, and it's time for Sagittarians to form a partnership with other people. This is not an intimate one-to-one partnership. This is to let the group work to help get the Sagittarian what it is the Sagittarian wants and needs, and it's going to take a team to do it. For Capricorns, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing, and they are reevaluating their career choice and where it is they do their job, not what profession they're in, but actually where it is that they do it. And they're going to be weighing out some options that will pop up over the next 30 days or so. So before you make that decision, make sure you weigh them all out. For Aquarians, it's in the 9th house of the law. Legal matters, educational matters, important matters at a distance, contracts, negotiations, all go very, very favorably for the Aquarian. And if they play their cards right, they can capitalize on something they already have in motion and end up benefiting them professionally as the upshot. For Pisces, it's in the 8th house of other people's money and profound transformations. They want to look at the resources that they share with other people. They need to find a way to capitalize on that or monetize it in some way. But it really gets down to finding a way to rehabilitate their finances. For Aries, it's in the 7th house of partners, and they want to pick up a partner. Aries usually like to go it alone because they're very assertive and very direct, but they will do better if they partner up with just one person rather than a group like one of the other signs. For them, it's one person that will help them achieve what it is that they want. For Tauruses, it's in their 6th house of health, work, and responsibilities. This is not it's not a particularly glamorous time for them, but some obstacle that has been in their way, something comes to light next week that changes that and makes their career path a lot clearer and their work environment a lot easier for them to work with. For Geminis, it's in their 5th house. I want to have fun, and again, our beleaguered president looks like he needs to have a good time. So I think that there is some of that going on, that I think he gets a bit of a break. It's not a long-term break, but a bit of a break, and can find a way to enjoy it for Geminis. For Cancers, it is in their 4th house of home and their foundations. They want to beautify their home. They want to refurbish their home. Instead of doing spring cleaning, they want to do fall cleaning kind of thing. But the objective for them is to make their home pretty, so they enjoy being in it again.
But before you get to me and all the Leos, I think you skipped Taurus.
Wasn't that work and responsibilities? No? Did I skip Taurus?
I think you skipped Taurus. You went from Aries to Gemini.
Boy, they're going to hate that. This is a good... and probably for good reason, because there's a lot of hard work ahead for them. This new moon is in their 6th house of work and health and responsibilities, and for them, they're going to have to just work a little bit harder. They're going to be asked to do a little bit more. They're going to try and juggle 3 or 4 things at the same time, and they just need to know it's only for about 30 days or so, and then it eases up for them. Unfortunately. For Leos, it's in their 3rd house of day-to-day living, and the pace of their day-to-day living picks up to warp speed, to where they really have to be careful not to say I can be in more places than I can at one time, and they're going to want to find a way that they can cut themselves a really good deal. They can negotiate a fairly favorable either contract or agreement or something where they actually end up being happy with the deal that they negotiate.
Okay.
For Virgos, it's in their 2nd house of money, and Virgos go, how can I make more money? What do I need to do to make more money? How do I maximize my money? How do I end up with more money at the end of my month instead of more month at the end of my money? And that they're on their way to doing that, but now they want what they've already put into motion to be solid and to continue. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac for the new moon in Libra on Thursday.
All right. Sounded like
Sorry,
it was pretty good
Taurus.
news.
It is pretty much all around. And God knows we could use it.
Amen to that.
Whew.
We'll see you next week.
Always a pleasure.